South Africa's prisons are bursting at the seams because of overcrowding, and recently government was forced to release low-risk offenders on special parole to curb the spread of COVID-19. Well, with the unemployment rate already at an all-time record of 34.4% for ex-offenders, life outside appears bleak. So how can they integrate or reintegrate and create a future that will not see them back behind bars? Well, one criminologist believes that he has the answer. Dr Casper Leeter has called for the Department of Correctional Services to employ former inmates as prison warders. He joins us now. Doctor, thanks for joining us. We saw this report of yours and we jumped on it because we thought it was just so interesting. I mean, there's a critical shortage of personnel at correctional services. And then there's the other issue of once offenders are released, they are marginalized and stigmatized. So you're saying make them warders?
Well, obviously, it's just a starting point. The whole idea is to make inroads into South Africa's harsh, stigmatizing, shaming culture. And I think it's a lovely initiative to begin by the Department of Correctional Services employing their own ex-offenders that have been released from prisons and who qualify for this job. It's an idea that originated in China in the 1950s when Mao took over the government there and famously declared that 95% of all criminals can be successfully remolded, that's the word he used, into law-abiding citizens.
Doctor, you'd be using model offenders, I take it, who were released, offenders who had gained the respect of warders already in the system. You wouldn't, you know, there would have to be certain norms and standards that they would have to adhere to in order to be given jobs as correctional services staff.
Yes. Remember, this idea originated in China with the idea of a cadre, the person you respect and you look up to, the person that could guide you in your thinking and reforming your past erroneous ways.
Doctor, let's run the numbers. On average, how many prisoners reoffend and is linked to a lack of employment options?
I think the biggest problem ex-offenders face upon release from prison is lack of employment opportunities, and that is largely as the result of our harsh, stigmatizing, shaming culture. But the figures are a bit fuzzy, but we're looking at between 84 and 96%, which is one of the highest in the world. And it's a sad thing for a post-colony in Africa where incarceration is a legacy of colonialism.
Doctor, has this been tested anywhere else in the world apart from China?
Yes, let me explain. In the shaming perspective, globally, China would be on the one extreme who, as a integrative shaming culture where they make all efforts to ensure that ex-offenders are reintegrated successfully into society, while on the other extreme, countries such as the US and South Africa, which are harsh, stigmatizing, shaming cultures. Even in the US, as the Marshall report indicated, the Americans in at least 30 states are now also employing ex-offenders in various posts in prison, largely in an effort to show the world that these people can do excellent work when they are given opportunity and are high performers.
All right, that's Dr. Casper Leeter, who's the Northwest University's conflict criminologist. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see if Correctional Services takes him up on his idea.